I'm back. It is 10:35, and I just want to say that I have no pain, none, in my legs. I walked and went to the bathroom the first time, and I actually didn't notice it until after I used the bathroom and I was at the sink, washed my hands, and I'm like, I don't think my legs hurt. So they did get me the bed, so I'm still down in the pre-op place because you're just in the room, but they've been great. Down here it's actually pretty good. I mean, I'm right here next to all the nurses and everything's here. It's a little loud, but everything's just right here. You can see, just right here. And they put me in a room and I have a TV and stuff, but y'all, when I walked down the long hallway, it was amazing because I was waiting to feel my legs, and honestly the pain, I was just waiting to see if it really was true. And I walked all the way down the hall to the room, and I sat down, and then I got back up and I walked to the bathroom. And so I said to the nurse, I said, I don't feel a pain in my legs. I said, but is that because of the meds, that they're just making me feel better? And he said, no. He said, I actually didn't pump you too full of meds. And then the other nurse that I had been talking to about, how bad the pain had been earlier, and he said, look, 90% of the people, and I don't know if he really meant like per se 90, but the majority. He said 90% of the people after the surgery wake up with no pain. And he said the meds don't take care of that kind of pain. He said, but yeah, he said 90%. Of course, I cried. Getting a little emotional now. I mean, just such intense pain. And, I know there are people out there that maybe have had it for a year, 2 years, whatever, but I'm so grateful right now. God is good. So there's no pain there. Now, I was in a little pain actually walking down the hall as far as my back, and he said it's probably about time for you to have some meds too. He said, because what we don't want to happen is, he said, they don't want you to have pain which causes you not to move. They're like, if the pain is causing you to move, we need to take some meds. It's causing you not to move. Because they don't want you just like sticking around in one place or just staying, sedentary. So I said, well then, yeah, I need some. So they gave me the gabapentin, and then gave me a little stool softener. That's a thing too. Make sure I started taking stool softener like the day before. And they'll give you some here because, pain meds kind of stop you up. So, but he said that if my pain didn't go away, this time in a few minutes, not a few minutes, but in a little bit, that the next thing they would give me would be the Tylenol, because of course they don't want to give you the other stuff. So my back feels pretty good. I'm starting to get a little hungry now. I did ask him too about the nausea. If once it was gone away, it was gone away. He said, within that first 24 hours, it can come and go. So I was a little afraid to do too much, but I had some crackers that they had given me earlier and a ginger ale. And so I went ahead and ate a pack of crackers, and then I had some peanuts, some trail mix that my son had left me. I think I'm eating the crap out of that. But, he said maybe use clear liquids day one and whatever, but then the other nurse had said separately that it was dinner time, so they could order whatever. So I might order a little something and just try to eat something, because I'm feeling good right now. Watching something pretty crazy on TV, watching some story. It's about wildlife rangers setting out deer to try to check people. I don't know why that's on. But then I started watching and just kept watching. So, I just can't imagine of what it's going to feel like to get up and walk around. Oh, and they did fit me. A guy came in. He was the first one that got me to stand up. I feel like this is a big shield or something. He fit me for a brace. And they put you in the brace and make you sit in a chair. And then there's a big old, plastic piece back here, big hard piece that's inside of here. And he made it to fit, because it's supposed to fit have an arch in your lower back or whatever. And so he has a hot gun, and he bends it to fit you specifically. She's like, I said, look, I am short-waisted. He said, that's all right. He said, we'll get to work. So they did that, and so that's what I'm gonna have to wear for 3 months. As soon as I get out of bed, and I keep it on until I get out of bed or go to bed at night. Wear it on the outside of your clothes so you don't keep it on. So that'll be my outfit for the next 3 months. But you know what? It's okay. Because as of right now, it's worth it. Just for my legs. And I think he's going to probably come over, check out and see if I want any food. But gosh, this has been great. I'm so glad I had it. I mean, I just want to walk without a limp. I didn't limp. Didn't do anything else. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Okay, food, y'all. A little after 11. It's been 24 hours, so food, some Sprite, and hopefully there'll be no nausea. It's 5:10 a.m. and haven't had any more. I had the meds last night, I guess about 9 or 8 or whatever, and I didn't need any other Tylenol, and I just got up and walked to the bathroom. Felt good to get up out of bed. I'm sitting up right now, so there's the bed here. Dr. Cassidy's other doctor just came in and he checked me out, and he was like, wow, you did great. And he was like, you want to go home today? And I'm like, yeah, feeling good. I asked him again. Well, not again, but I asked again. I said, look, my legs don't hurt. Like, I can walk. And he said, so you walk to the bathroom? I said, I've walked to the bathroom a couple times, walked down the hall, up and down. And I said, so, is that really gone, or is it gonna come back, or whatever? And he said, well, that's it. He said, there might be a little bit, from the meds. He said, but he said, that's the result we wanted. And he said, when we moved all that compression off of that nerve and took all of that off, he was like, that's because that was what the problem was. Although I knew that, but I just wanted to hear it again, because it's one of those things where you're just like, oh my gosh, is this real life? Is this like it? You know, there's no pain. I can walk and no pain in my leg. So, yeah, so I've triple checked and checked with the doctor. So, no, he said, you know, like I said, when the meds kind of wear off, you know, you might have a little bit, but I'm like, yeah, no, it's, you know, because I can still feel like my back, you know, and some of that stuff still hurts. I mean, well, you know, it's gonna hurt, but I mean, I feel good. So I just walked to the bathroom, and one of the desks, the nurses out there, he looked up and he was like, wow, looking good. I said, hey, I feel good. I said, I feel grateful and blessed and everything. So that's, I know that there's a lot of people out there that have had, you know, I specifically, I watched like one video early when he told me what I had. And then of course, you know how YouTube is, they kept popping up. So I watched a few, and then I kind of really got stressed out. So I kind of wanted to do my journey, and was hoping that it would be a positive one. And so far, so good. That's it. So like I said, I've got a long road ahead of making sure that my back grows back together and that I don't overdo things. That's going to be the biggest thing. They said I'm supposed to walk all the time, or, you know, every day. And so I will be doing that. I'm not going to be doing the extra lifting. I'm going to be good on all that stuff. So I'm overjoyed. So that's it for this morning. I'm going to lay back down. They said I'll probably be released by about 10 o'clock, 10 or 10:30 this morning. So that'll be in another 5 hours. So I'm going to get a little sleep. I slept great. I slept on my back. I think that some of the achingness, I heard this from out there at the nurses. I was like, where did I hear this? They were telling someone that the reason why that their backs or arms, it was something that was hurting, and said probably all the hours that they were on it during surgery. So I think that's why I had that other aching pain, you know, that I had that was so bad that felt like I had been that felt like I'd been sleeping on my back forever, or my stomach, which that's what it was, because I don't sleep on that because it arches my back. No, be it because I don't feel that this morning. I don't feel that achiness. So I'm hoping that's what that was, because that was the one that was uncomfortable. So that pain, that achiness, and the nausea. But like I said, I ate big last night at 11. Don't need to get some water and stuff in though today. So that's it for today. Day after surgery. 5, so not, I don't know how many hours is that after. It's not a full day. So you do the math.